Hey, this is my A5 response trigger review. I got to go out today and practice and test out the response trigger. I was able to install this past week. I'm actually going to take my gun all apart right now, do all the cleaning. You see I got paint everywhere, but anyways, the response trigger installation, pretty easy. I'm a newbie. It was my first time taking my gun apart. Went on YouTube. I followed a video by KRA Sharpshooter on A5 maintenance, and there was also another video on the response trigger installation. Pretty much kind of watched those two videos, and I was able to do it. Once I chrono my gun and I was able to fine tune my sweet spot, woo, this gun really rocked out there. It was a lot of fun. Got a lot of props from a lot of people. I did go through a lot more CO2 as I usually, I used the 20 ounce, and one usually lasts me all game. I usually have a 50 round hopper. I hurt my leg, so today basically I stayed in the back covered, tried to get as much attention as me as possible, while my teammates flanked people and they got to do all the running, which is what I like to do. I usually like to run, but the response trigger is great. It's awesome. You will use more CO2. I also did use more paint as I got trigger happy. Once you find your sweet spot, I'm in a tournament this coming Sunday on the 9th of August. Our field is allowing a response trigger installation, and they're allowing a flatline barrel. So I'm totally stoked on that. I can't wait. Response triggers, it's great, it's awesome. I will be installing into my other gun. For you newbies like me, the only thing about the installation is when you push your internals, make sure you don't push from back here, because there's my manual, the English part is in French, so I don't know the correct name of that part, but the part where your tombstone goes in, there's a O-ring and then there's a washer. I pushed everything inside and the O-ring popped out and the washer. I didn't notice the O-ring fall into the ground, but the washer landed on the table. I noticed it. I figured out that it pushed the spring in. I put the tombstone in, went to put my CO2, blow out everywhere. I was confused, trying to figure out what was going on. I took my other A5 apart. Once I saw that it had an O-ring, I looked on the ground, found the O-ring, put the washer in, put the O-ring in, hooked up the CO2. It worked like a champion. So for you newbies like me, that's all I would say. When you're putting your gun back together, maybe use a screwdriver and pull your internals in there to your that one piece that's lined up with the velocity screw. Once again, my manual, my A5 manual, the English section was in French, so I do not know the parts of the internals, and I don't know how to pronounce French, so I'll leave it at that. Hopefully some of you pros out there can give me the names of the parts and stuff. But response trigger update works great. I got the Cyclone upgrade 2 squishy paddles. It works great. It shoots like a champ. Like I said, I got lots of props. I highly recommend it if you have a Tippmann A5. Thank you.